Awesome. First things first, I guess we should get in a group. But Nani, am I correct? Did I get the title right? You haven't ever tanked before, right? Never tanked. Okay, perfect. Oh, are you maybe hiding offline so people don't message you? I'm online. You can just say something to me. That works too. Daedric, what were you saying about your first time tanking?
Oh man, my first time. So like back in 2019, it was a Vet Hellraw Citadel. Oh man, I ate those channel swipes like a champion.
Awesome. I think first things first. Do you want to? I see you an invite. Did you get it? Oh, you're good. Let me try. Well, I almost invited you to Tales of Tribute. So we could do that too. You want to meet in Vass? Do I have a set event? I do. Okay, let's meet in Vass. So you said you were saying before we started here, and then I apologize. I was like, wait, we'll just talk about it on stream. You've been watching the video. You watched my 1 bar 9. You said it sounds like a lot. Okay. Any critiques? Was that helpful, or how'd it work out? Okay. Okay. All right. So first things first. Let's see how you look here. I'm gonna say because it's all about the fashion, right? You can't tank if you don't. I mean, I'm gonna. This is pretty good. I mean, you don't have to look like a tank. Some people go the opposite, but you gotta. I mean, you've clearly designed the character. You've chosen some outfits. You've got a. I don't know. It's not really a tiara, but I'm gonna call it a tiara. Okay. All right. So fashion is on point. That's good. You don't want to show up to any raid not looking good. People are gonna wonder about you. So that's good. Okay. So we got that part right.
There haven't been pilgrims in some time. I'm afraid you've come in vain.
Let me pull up real quick. Let me put up my screen here in Discord. There we go. How's your bar look? Are we probably running? Well, probably a little bit different bars. But what do you got on your bar? Okay. Okay. Perfect. Cool. Oh no. All right. Well, that looks pretty good. Did you have some questions about some of the various skills that we can swap in or anything like that? Is that Flare? Okay. Yeah, that was Flare. Revealing Flare, some sort. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That one is for like maximum damage mitigation. And you don't need to morph it. You just need to put like 1 point in it. And then also there is Magic Aid from the passives. That'll help you whenever you have a skill slotted. It'll give you an extra 10% Magic recovery. Pretty huge because it's a percent increase there. So when you can, it's a great one to have. If you're having Magic problems, just realize that like that could be it. Obviously, having to level up, your support skill line that high just to unlock the passive and to grab that skill is kind of annoying. it's not the end of the world. There might be some sources now of major protection actually that you can get. And then how about for gear? Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. Your monster set. Uh-huh. Cool. Trying to remember what you were rocking. Maybe Sax Leo? I'm gonna guess Sax. Okay, cool. All right. Sounds good. And then with this build for the audience out there, it's one bar build, but we don't need or even really want to run the Oaken Soul Ring. It's still showing you online. It never showed you as. Oh, you are okay. Cool. So you don't need to, and we're not running the Oaken Soul Ring. You can bar swap technically. We have just the 3 skills on the back bar that are there for the passives and what have you. Yeah. Do you have any questions before we kind of in here? Hope you cut it off. Oh yeah, I can hear you now. I thought you were just like pause. No. Uh, yes. Yes. Dark Cloak is really important. Whenever you cast it, it will last for 5 seconds. So if you look at it, you're basically trying to keep the heal up all the time. So when you're standing still, it'll heal you for about, I mean, it depends on your exact setup, but probably for close to 7,000. Once you're raid buffed and everything, it'll be higher. And then if it like crits, it'll be like 10, over 10 per second while standing still. If you move with that, it actually heals you for less, which is kind of a weird playstyle. And I don't think really meets like I don't think it really meets the criteria for wanting the fulfillment of like what it's like to be a Nightblade. Like I don't think you should be standing still as a Nightblade, but whatever. But just keep that in mind. So actually standing still and not like shuffling as a Nightblade tank is actually good. So if you just stand there, you'll heal for more. And then yeah, you just want to keep that up 100% of the time. That's the main thing. That heal is pretty huge. As a Nightblade, typically you don't have as many burst heals. You do have a burst heal, and it will do once you're raid buffed, it'll do about 10k. But it's not as big as some other tank classes. And so sometimes if you're taking a lot of damage, you can't really trade as much magicka for health as you can on like a warden, for example, which has like a heal that does like 3 times as much. Magic cost per health healed, it's actually very similar, but the Nightblade, you'd have to cast it 3 times to get the same healing as the Warden can do in 1 cast with their Polar Winds. So, but yeah, and you turn red. You turn red and translucent. So that's also like, how you know that you've got the skill running and you're keeping it running and things are going well. Yeah. So if you see yourself not red, that's when you know that you don't have a cast. So pretty cool, pretty good visual, honestly. Visual. Yeah, and I would say that, so right now, for whatever reason, I don't know if I don't have an add-on right, but I'm only seeing one number. I'm only seeing the healing number. The actual, wait, yeah. The minor protection and everything is it's just actually they changed it. It's just on there all the time, so you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, just try to keep that up most of the time. You can let it fall off if you're not taking any damage, but if you expect that you're going to be taking damage, just keep it up for the most part. And then after that, for your rotation, so I think we have a pretty similar bar. I think the only thing different I have is caltrops. I'm going to change my bar to yours. Yeah. I'm gonna change. Crude Offering is your burst heal, and you can use either morph. And the only trick with Shrewd Offering is that it will actually heal other people too. So that can be good and bad. Generally speaking, I don't have any problems with it. Whenever I need it, you spam that, and that's your heal. Yeah, so you're doing that. So you're casting your Dark Cloak. You'll always want your Wall of Elements down. So what you're trying to do with your Wall of Elements, your front bar, you've got an Infused Crusher staff, and by keeping your Wall of Elements down, it'll make sure that that is procced 100% of the time, and that reduces the opponent's resistances. Resistances are the most important thing, making sure they're at 0, or penetration, or however you want to say it. But reducing an enemy's resistance is the most important thing, and typically in any kind of trial group, we're expecting that the tank is keeping that up. So that's why we have it, and we always want to keep wall down. You can also proc it, I just want to say, with light attacks, and because on our back bar we have our siphoning strikes, by light attacking, we gain back magicka and stamina, as well as healing ourselves for a little bit. So it's important that we light attack when we can. Don't die light attacking, obviously, but by doing that, you'll restore stamina. So the main... No, good. I mean, you just cast it. So let me just show you here. So we're gonna go up. First thing, I'm gonna taunt, right? And I light attack before I taunt. I'm gonna go ahead and get my get CC'd. I'm gonna go throw my caltrops down. I want my Wall of Elements down. I'm keeping my heal down, and then that's it, right? Like I only have so many skills, and you can just sit here and light attack. You can also heavy attack to get back magicka. Don't miss the block, or you'll get one shotted. And then that's all you gotta do. And you'll notice on this guy, he'll drain resources. So give yourself hit your heal. Oh, you already get it right. Roll out of that. There you go. No magicka. Oh, no motions. Okay, all right. You can just die. We can try it again. You always want to run Tri-Shat potions as a tank. Do you have some? Okay, perfect. Okay. And you got food on? Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. That'll give you extra recovery. So while you're blocking, just you probably know this, but just as a reminder, since you haven't ever tanked before, when you're blocking, you don't recover stamina. So you have to let go of block to recover stamina, and that's going to be the most important thing for your stamina recovery. And then also the light attacking then. So just whenever you're not blocking, if you can, light attack, and that'll help you out. Yeah. Well, if you're not holding block, you can always just spam light attack. But in general, yeah. Yep. Yes. Yep. Yeah, and then go ahead and make sure you get the taunt out too. Okay. Yeah, and roll out of that because it'll hurt, and it'll also, this guy drains resources, so that's one of the things that's kind of hard about him. Here, I'll come over to you, so we're standing on the same side. Block that. That's his heavy. Yep. And then what you can do is every time he hits you, yeah, go ahead and spam your burst heal. Hit your burst heal to top yourself back off. Whenever he hits you, step out of that. Yep. That's why. That's when you come in here. The main thing is that like the mantra, a heavy for a heavy was used for quite a while. PC Lee, I think, over the tank club. It's a great place to start. So you want to hit your heal. There you go. And then as soon as you get hit, you spam your first heal. It's a great place to start. But what you'll learn is that when they go to do mechanics, like this right here, like he's not doing anything, right? I could be heavy attacking right now and doing whatever you want to get back resources and what have you. So just keep that in mind. And then burst heal. Burst heal. You're not full health. There you go. Yep. Keep healing yourself back up when after he hits you. Yep. Keep your cloak on. Step out of that. Keep your wall down. Yeah, and it's just a rotation. It's just a rotation after that of keeping everything down, keeping your wall down. Obviously, keeping taunt and not dying. Those are the two things you want to worry about. So making sure you have your heal down and all that stuff is good. Once you get used to it, you can take a second to heavy attack and get back resources, but yeah. And then you can also, you can roll dodge those heavy attacks as well. If you're running CP that I recommended, you're probably running something that gives you a free roll dodge, I'm guessing. All right. Perfect. So that'll give you a free roll dodge. It's only every like 30 seconds or so. So you know it's not going to be the only thing that you're going to want to do. But yeah, that's basically it. That was weird. No, man, we're both dead. So yeah, that's what you want to do. Coming in here is a great place to practice. What you want to get to in here, so people are like, yeah, I practice in here. How long should I practice? What you want to do is start off. You just want to be able to survive, right? Until you can like pretty much survive indefinitely with no problems. That's what you want to do. And then after that, what you could is like, hey, what happens if I like intentionally run myself out of resources? Like, can I survive then? And can I recover all of my resources? That's the thing that I would say is like the second step. If you can drain yourself of most of your resources by overcasting skills and what have you, and then you can still manage to get back all of your resources by heavy attacking and by not holding block, by the time you can do that, like you're totally set. You are good then, and you should be set. So that's what you want to go for here. Go. Yeah. So first thing, just taunt. Keeping yourself healed, right? Just taunt and healing. So just keep that cloak running, and then as soon as you take damage, a significant amount of damage, you just use that burst heal. Yeah, and then you can just roll out of that. It'll drain your resources pretty bad. I think one of them does. I don't remember which one. Once you kind of have, I don't I don't think you have on the right monster set. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, since I just saw a bear pop out, that maybe maybe you might not have the right monster set on. That looked like Celine's, right? I think that's what it was.
Yeah, man, Celine's was a great support set.
Oh, what am I wearing?
You know,
Why would a bear pop up? Am I missing something?
what color?
I don't do colors. Bronze,
No.
green.
Green would be Celine, but
Huh. That's really weird. I've seen that in trials recently, and I don't. Maybe something's like glitched or something's doing something weird. All right. Well, cool. Well, you're good. So wait for him to now roll out of that and come res me. Oh yeah. Oh, you're not gonna be able to res in that. Yep. Nice. Blocked it. Good job. Keep going. Keep going. Yep. Cool. Yeah. Spits that up in the air. Yep, yep, and you'll learn it. And that's the trick. So roll left. Oh yeah. So the trick with this, so the trick with the cone here is that so it gets bigger as you go back, right? So unless you're really far from him already, so unless you're pretty far from him already, like you don't usually want to roll back. And the trick is actually to be closer to him, because then you can roll forward and to the left or right. Do you have roll dodge bound to a key, or are you still double tapping? Okay, I would highly recommend binding it to a key. That will make dodging attacks like 1,000 times easier and more consistent. And it'll also, if you unbind the double tap, if you're in Dreadcell Reef and you're on hard mode, it'll keep you from roll dodging off the edge and making your group want to kick you from it. I'm not saying that from experience or anything, but allegedly that's yeah. Oh no. Take a moment. You need to. Oh man, I'm glad it's not just me having audio issues. Man. Did you have a queue when you logged in? I had a queue. Okay. I'll try not to take it personally. ESO. It's weird because I can hear you too. Yeah, I mean, like just the fact that like, so you're like your mic is obviously working, so I don't know if it's OBS or anything. Hmm. I guess you could always stream it in Discord, and maybe Deirdre could I could take a look.
What's up?
What? uh,
I was
no,
half paying attention.
yeah, no, Nani's having audio issues. We're trying to troubleshoot. No, you're fine. I mean, we all know I've had plenty of audio issues. It'll pause it if you just close it, and I think you can resume if you open it back up, if I'm recalling. Please.